What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. We've returned once again to Marvel Heroes. Today is Wednesday, as you've noticed from the previous video, and they just added Falcon to the test center. So we're going to take another quick look at Falcon. We're going to be using Colossus this time, since I have him pretty, set in a position that I want him to be with what his powers are. But beyond that, let's go ahead and take a look at these really quick. He's got the same Tier 1 and Tier 2 powers, with the exception of his Tier 3 passive is Overwhelming Force, and he grants 300 physical damage rating and 180 crit rating. This, I think, if you're running a physical damage hero, Falcon's going to be the best hero you can possibly run. Doesn't matter what anybody else does. If you want a passive effect, physical damage rating and crit rating is amazing. Down to the Tier 3 powers, we have Falcon's Dive. He plummets into enemy formations, decimating them with the blur of attacks. So he does physical damage per hit for 2 hits, and it has a 8-second cooldown. Then we've got Suppressing Fire, where he empties his clips, mowing down entire groups of enemies. Basically a dot for a certain period of time. Cooldown is 6 seconds. And then his passive is 2% chance activation on hit, attack and movement speed, plus 20% for 10 seconds. Tier 4, we've got C4 rounds, where for 15 seconds every 60 seconds, his base damage is 50% to bosses and elites. He's got physical damage per hit with a 0.25 second cooldown. It just does extra damage. It's like him switching ammunition, which is pretty cool. And then you've got Shock and Awe. He unleashes a devastating series of strafing runs, neutralizing any nearby enemies. Physical damage twice per second, cooldown of 60 seconds. So same thing, we are going to go set it up so that he can do his thing. Taskmaster, Curse, and Shocker. Same thing we've been doing for the entire time. Let's get right to it. Taskmaster it is. We'll pop Falcon in. This is the one that I've been looking forward to the most. I really wanted Falcon after I saw Captain America Winter Soldier. And here we go. So there's Falcon. Wow, pretty sick. Look at him with his little pistols. So there we go. That's that. And we'll go ahead and pop some damage. Look at that. Jumps up, straight down, and then he dashes through. That's some pretty cool basic attacks there. And he just sits there and fires open fire on the enemy. Go Falcon. Look at him go, man. He just tears shit apart. So we're going to go ahead and do our stuff, though, however, because we need to make sure that we actually do what we're supposed to be doing. G. And attack some stuff. From what I've seen from other people, they've been able to find some of these team-up items. I have yet to find anything worthwhile. I haven't found any team-up items whatsoever. Wow, that guy was a little tough cookie. I wonder why. I was able to decimate pretty much anybody else fairly quickly. Anyway, moving along. I have not found any of the team-up gear as of yet. Maybe you will have it. Sit there and smack a dupe. Boom, boom. Falcon taking some damage, but he's doing pretty good, actually. Kill the dupe, kill the dupe, kill the dupe. And dupe is dead. No, what's it called? That's kind of a shame, and annoying me a little bit. No team-up gear. I apologize that I haven't been able to find any team-up gear for you guys as of yet. I will definitely do an extensive look through it once all this stuff hits live. It should drop more on live. I would be very disappointed if it didn't. It would definitely be a significant issue if gear for a team-up that they've specifically decided is going to be important for your character doesn't actually drop in the drop order of magnitudes that it should. So, Taskmaster's a pretty easy beat. Falcon doing his attacks, me doing my attacks. Just smacking left and right. Drop some damage, and check it out. Here comes the Wolverine. Boom! So now we got a Wolverine and a Falcon here. Falcon's actually taking a pretty significant force of damage here. It's because I'm not taking as much damage. That's the problem. That's one thing about these team-ups, is that if you want them to survive for a significant period of time, like you want a pet and you don't want them to sit there and bodyguard you the entire time, you may want to consider turning off that aspect of the team-up. So, can I? No, I cannot. Can't click it again to get him to go away. Anyway, so that's the first thing. That's the infinite duration ability, and there he is back to full health. So we'll go ahead and switch over to the assist, which will be fun. We'll see what those can do in a curse terminal. Boom, go to Odin's Temple. Odin's Palace, whatever. And let's get into some action really quick. Ah, look at that. I see what he does. That's kind of cool. And there's his little strafing rounds. That's pretty sick. That's definitely badass. He'll be disappearing here any second. There he goes. Flies away. But we'll reuse him when it comes down to fighting Curse, which will be here relatively soon. As soon as I clear out and clear some of these guys out. I really don't need to fight this. I'm just trying to get as many things killed as I can, so that way I can try and see if I can find at least one team-up item. Come on, die. Notice how I'm rolling the Outback costume. The Outback costume makes my character feel like Zangief. If I ran Steel Cyclone, it would just literally be me quoting Zangief the entire time from Street Fighter 4. And, so thankfully I'm not doing that, and you are not suffering through my awful Russian impression. But there's that. And we're going to knock this guy out pretty quickly. Indestructible helmet. Like, I know what the names of stuff that I'm looking for is, so it's not like I'm ignoring stuff that could quite possibly be it. It's just not dropping. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get out of there. Wolverine. Ha! We'll, do one of these numbers. Come on, dash through. You just sit there and try and stop taking damage. There we go. You're down. Need no more of that. We'll go to the next place. Boom, boom. I don't think this is it. No, this is not. I hate when the Frost Giants just block the path. Boom. Moving across. Alright. And now we've got one lovely Fey Caller to defeat. Fey Caller is down. We're going to go ahead and actually try and see if we can knock some of these guys out really quick. Gain some of my armor back, and then also gain some of my spirit back. So I'm running low on that. So, we're going to be heading right into this Curse fight really quick. As soon as I get there. Colossus is not a fast character in any way, shape, or form. I don't think I have any relics on him. I do, I have the defensive relics. So here we are. We're going to hit that K button, and bam, Falcon in the spot. Going to go ahead and hit G. Man, look at just how much damage he pulls off. And he's just going to sit there and boom. Bada bing, bada boom. And he's doing 200% damage right now, and then his thing that he won't use again, because it's only a 30-second duration on the character, 60-second cooldown, was able to do 40%, or 50%, I think, more damage to bosses. So let's go ahead and sit there and use the attacks that I'm supposed to be using. Come on, boom. Alright, I am tired of you shooting for ice shards at me, Mr. Ice Shaper. And just sit there and focus. I'm not even hitting him, or he just has so much health that it's not doing anything. There we go. Now we're starting to do some damage. Need to restore my health here, just kind of attack based upon how much health I have. Just not a lot at the moment. But we did get to see Falcon in action. Pretty darn cool, that extra set of attacks that he has. Come on. There we go. Alright. I feel like Curse, for some reason on the test center, has some kind of buff that he shouldn't have. Battlesuit wristband, belt, medallion, shadowy mask, Curse medallion, nothing here, no team up here. I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what I can possibly do to make that drop more. If you need rift buffs in order to get it to drop at all, there's no point whatsoever in trying to do it in any way. Alright, so we're going to go back and we're going to do all the passive buffs. We got physical and crit damage. We're going to go for a shocker battle here. Just take care of it really quick. Abandoned subway. And just to make sure that I know what I'm doing and not stupid, I'm going to reread these one more time. We've got rapid advance, so it'll move my attack and movement speed 20% faster for 10 seconds, and I have a chance for him to do shoot people with bullets from overhead. So let's get in there and take these guys out. There's the strafe right there. Boom. Nice. Works pretty well. Oh, look. I just got my speed buff. So there's this little green aura that pops around you that'll work based upon you getting the speed buff. Notice how I've got my kind of like blue dodge things going on. I don't know why it's blue. It's supposed to be red, actually. Maybe it's just because Colossus is normally red as it is. So knock these guys out pretty quickly. Move right into the next section of dudes. And just continue attacking. Knocking some of these guys out, hoping we can proc the Raptor shot again. There it is. There it goes again. Boom. Look at how much damage it does to the minions. It doesn't really do that much damage to elites and stuff like that, which is okay. I mean, if you don't want the guy around, you're going to just take any type of damage you can get, then you're really just using it for that 300 physical damage and then the crit. Which I don't know for sure if it scales depending on the level of your character. I think it does. I think it scales downward. I should check to see. We'll do that right after this is finished. Let me just charge through here and get to freaking Shocker because I don't care about any of these other guys. You've seen what you need to see. We'll get the Shocker and try and see if we can activate some of this stuff. Alright, Shocker. Boom. There we go. Raptor shot is activating. Very nice. Very nice. We'll just continue to do that. Back up here, try and see if we can get some extra health. And continue to lay the smack down. Smacketh down upon Shocker's booty, if you will. There we go, Shocker. Wolverine's out here helping me, which is nice. I could, if I wanted to, call Falcon down. In fact, I'm going to call Falcon down. Because you still viably can call down the character, and he'll do whatever attacks he's going to do normally. He's just not going to give you any of the passive buffs that you would, or the passive active abilities. Contradictory there, but it makes sense. The passive active abilities that you would generate normally. Alright, come on, give me something. So, Wolverine is already gone. Falcon's going to stay for another couple seconds. And we'll just wait really quick. Just to watch him go away. He does do a nice set of shots, and there he's gone now. Alright, so there's that. That's pretty interesting. Very interesting way of having, you know, the character done and the character run. Ooh, look, I got my passive ability. Falcon, nice damage, physical damage characters are going to use it very much. I'm probably going to end up using him on Taskmaster so I can get dodge from other sources. As it is, I'm already getting dodge from Fandrels, but more crit is always good, and more physical damage is always good. So, me personally, I'll probably end up using Overwhelming Force, Treasure Seeker, obviously, Rapid Advance, and Raptor Strafe. But if you want an active character, either the infinite duration or the active, for the infinite duration, I would say go with Companion. Keep Treasure Seeker up, or like Loyal Ally. Actually, Loyal Ally would be really good in case your guy dies. And then I honestly would go with Suppressing Fire and Shock and Awe. And the reason that is because it'll give you the most opportunity to be able to do this most significant amount of damage in areas around you. Because basically, for your character, you're going to want to be able to beat bosses anyway, so you don't necessarily need the C4 rounds. But if you need a little extra boss damage, go for the C4 rounds, no problem. Please, by all means, do that. I just think that the damage per second with Suppressing Fire and Shock and Awe is the best for being able to run the Companion. Now, for the assist, I would run Falcon Dive and C4 rounds, and the reason why I would run that is because the knockdown is incredibly helpful against bosses, and the C4 rounds already do more damage to bosses anyway, so you're going to be doing a ton of damage to them. Think about it this way. You're getting 200% base damage with your assist, and then an additional 50% base damage on base damage on your C4 rounds when you're targeting bosses and elites. So he's just a boss trucking machine, and he can just go and go and go and go. And then obviously passive, boom, 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 boom. So, but for Companion, Loyal Ally, Suppressing Fire, and Shock and Awe, I think are definitely going to be really good abilities to utilize for Falcon. So, we have seen all the team-ups up to this point. Falcon, Firestar, Magic, and Spider-Man. More team-ups are going to be coming along as more things happen in this game. There will be characters introduced into the game first as team-ups, most likely, and for all we know, there could be characters that are already playable that will become team-ups later on. I'd love to see a Taskmaster team-up. I'd love to see, like, a Magneto or a Cyclops team-up. Black Widow, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Spider-Man's already in there, would make sense as characters that are team-ups. But even a character like the Hulk or Wolverine would make sense as a team-up as the way the game is. Or Luke Cage, which would be fun because you do have Luke Cage, one of your heroes for hire, and then your Call, which is hilarious. Magic works the same way for Colossus. You go Colossus, Magic, boom. And you've got a bunch of extra magics. And then you also have a Wolverine that you can summon. So I wanted to check really quick. Let's flip over to Black Widow and see if it does scale down. Which, Widow and Falcon? Or Captain America and Falcon? Yeah, that's how that works. Team up. Let's activate and set active Falcon. Please don't tell me that he's going to have 600,000 health. Set active. So, it actually does scale. It's 5 physical damage rating and 3 crit rating. And in fact, let's go ahead and summon him really quick and see if his health changes. No, it's still, is it really still 60,000 health? That's kind of broken. And I could run through the tutorial with this and make sure that, you know, I have the character that I need to. And then you can do the same thing with a character like Captain America, who will have, you know, the stuff. You get your stuff automatically, your tier 1s. Your tier 2 is at 20, level 20, which isn't going to be necessary, honestly. You're going to want the companion the whole time until you get to at least 30 or 50, or 40 or 50. You get your tier 3 at 40, and you get your tier 4 at 50. So, back to Colossus really quick, because I need to take a picture afterwards. There is Falcon. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos and all the team-ups. This will be going up as soon as it's finished processing. I'm going to do it and have it done and be ready to go. Bam, bam, bam. We've got all 4 of the team-ups coming. Taskmaster's coming down the line for the actual playable character video. I'm actually halfway through, almost, actually I'm 2/3 of the way through his blue prestige right now. I'm probably going to take him to red. So we'll see what happens when I make a video at that. But you're going to get at least the green prestige video for sure. That's coming out soon. More videos as they come along. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did showcasing it to you. Remember to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr at RybackStun, talking too fast. More videos as they come along. And with that, this is RybackStun, signing out.